Okay, gonna do a quick turn here for Japan 5. UK bought 3 infantry, 3 artillery, to fighter. They landed everything in Karelia, which is a little bit surprising for me. I would have gone ahead and grabbed these because, I mean, that's landing into a dead zone regardless. But I guess he just wants to trade off the German units early to hopefully prevent me from being able to stack Caucasus, which is understandable. So, we'll see. That means I need to be able to have some Japan support coming in. So I did decide we're going to go ahead and get risky with Japan and just really thin out my units to kill as many Russian units as we can as well. We're just going to squeeze him as best as we can. So that's going to be our play. Purchase-wise, we're going to build 4 infantry, 3 for India, 1 for Japan, where my 1 transport can have a AA and a infantry unit if we want to pull back next turn. And yeah. We're going to get these 2 over to the mainland. We're going to go to C-Zone 61. 62, I don't know that he'd actually do it. He's got 5 fighters and a bomber that could threaten there, as well as this bomber could come through if he landed his transport in here. So I would need to split my fleet up. Coming back here, I only need to pull 1 carrier out to protect against the bomber and bomber. So we're going to go that route. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and build 3 fighters. Like I said, we're going to get away from the subs. We got enough subs. No more subs. The rest will be fighters, carriers, maybe a destroyer here or there for our naval defense. But with 3 fighters being built and keeping all our fighters and bombers in range. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we will continue to keep 64 and 57 as well as these other ones dead zoned unless he uses destroyer blocks, which he's more than welcome to do. I can use up some of these subs then. But right now his transports are not in range of anything other than these 2. If he goes to those 2, he would be sacrificing them. I don't know that that's really worth the 1 because I can bring my transport back, hit, move my fleet, kill. So I'm not too worried about that. So that's going to be the plan. Like I said, we're going to get aggressive. We're going to take as many Russian infantry off of here. I was going to do infantry tank here just to make sure we took it, but we're just going to do it like this. And hopefully we take 3 Russian infantry off the board with us, and hopefully we take lots of these territories as well. And just bolster that Japan income. I thought about building a transport down in India, but since he moved his bomber to Moscow, made it not really worth it. Oh, come on. No, that's a crappy way to start. That's not what I wanted to see. Well, dang it. That's going to affect things a little bit. Thank goodness he missed at least. So that should protect the tank at least. I'm assuming I will be able to take this. There we go. think we're just going to keep him back. That way we can use him with a bunch of bombers next time if we need to. I am just going to go ahead and push these guys up. Now I'm pushing into a dead zone, right? But he's got these two he's got to worry about. He's got 4 here. He wants to use these fighters to pick off. You know what? Forget it. We're just going to do it. That way he has to use a fighter up here if he wants to hit this guy. And if he attacks here, that's okay. I've got 9 planes and 3 infantry ready to attack back. And if he doesn't take Kaza, I've got a tank as well. So, not worried about it. I mean, granted, he does have his tank too, but these guys are going to be a turn behind, and they want to chase the Germans. So, hopefully we're spacing him out a little bit too much. And like I said, between this fleet, these 2 fighters, these 3 fighters, because all 5 of these fighters can go back, because these 4 could go 1, 2, come back, land on a carrier, land here, or 1, 2, land over here. So all 4 of those fighters can unload. These 3 fighters can land on the plane and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. I mean, basically they can go anywhere the carriers can because they're 2 away. And then, of course, our 4 bombers can also go 1, 2, 3, 4, land here. 1, 2, 3, 4, land up here. He can only take 1 of these 2 because he's got 1 transport up there. So, all of our plane is still in range of dead zoning his 64 and 57, keeping him pinned up at the coast of the USA. Meanwhile, these 7 planes and this tank are ready to roll into Caucasus to help with a German stack there. And turn 6, hopefully. We got to take care of these guys too, though, so we'll see what he does. See where he positions his Russians and his American fighters and these American African units.